Do you feel confident in hand snatches? Yet when it comes to full movement, suddenly you don't know what to do. Are you wondering why, despite constant shoulder stability training, you still wobbled at the bar clutching position? And are you puzzled why your lower back pain persists even with countless lower back trainings and the GHD exercises? The answer might lie in a commonly overlooked aspect, your sacrum. Many athletes, when asked to locate their pelvis, always point to their hip joints or have a very vague idea of the hip area. The ambiguity is the fundamental issue, and the precise understanding of the pelvic structure is critical for its effective utilization. The pelvis consists of two ilium, one sacrum and one coccyx. We expanded into the LPHC, the lumbo-pelvis hip complex, which includes the lumbar spine and also two femurs. The sacrum, the triangular bone, is not just another component. It acts as a pivotal element of force transfer from the lower body to the upper body. It acts as a lever of the force transfer. Understanding its significance is transformative for weightlifting technique. Let's talk about the first role of the sacrum, stability for power transmission. So we're going to take the triple extension, for example, pick up the bar. There is a common mistake that when we wanted to drive hard, to make full extension really hard, we kind of throw our hips away, throw our hips forward. From the slow-mo, we can see this is not actually a hip extension. This is just like hips shifting forward rather than getting up and down. Yet, if you want to reach maximum lower body triple extension, you need to be stabilized with the sacroiliac joint here. The more stable here it is, there will be more extension on the hip joint. So I'm going to put my fist on the sacrum. The athlete, when he does a proper triple extension, it's not going to fly away from my fist. See, that's a good one. That's the one I want you to reach. Then here comes to the question, how to have a better extension without throwing your hips away. To solve this like unstable pelvis problem, you need to find yourself a sweet spot and a wall so you can lean onto it. Make sure your sacrum lean on the sweet spot well. If you keep on throwing your hips forward, here is what's going to happen. The ball gonna drop. You have to put 30% of your body weight, lean to the wall firmly and maintain it up. Put your feet a little bit forward. You're ready, lean to it. Don't go away from it and stay here. We're only gonna focus on the pull, not the snatch, because it's quite dangerous. Stable on this, extension on this. Okay, go. Deep, dry. Good. Deep, dry. Good. You can see there more extension on his hip joint. And then we're going to move forward. And we're going to keep the same awareness of stabilize the back area and focus more on extending the front area. Deep, right? Deep, catch. You can practice complex for a few times. And if you did right, you're going to find actually the bar going to fly much faster than before. Deep, right? Deep, catch. That's it. Now, let's talk about the second role of your sacrum, the leverage for force transfer. As a leverage, of course, you need to stay as close as possible with your center of gravity. And when we're in a stand-up position, the center of gravity stays here, right close to your belly button, right in the middle of your trunk. But yet, when we get low, okay, to the center position of a snatch, for example, the center of gravity shifts from the center of your trunk towards here. When the sacrum stays away from it, the weight of the bar going to change its hanging position from the sacrum into your lower back to the lumbar spine. Yet your lumbar spine's role is not here for generating power. It's for protecting the spinal cord and for stability of the trunk. When you lift like that, look, all of the pressure will going to fall onto your back. If you train a long time in this position, of course, you're going to have the lower back pain or even worse, the injury, right? So you need to let the sacrum stay close to the center of gravity. How to do it? Very easy. Get your knees open and tuck the sacrum in so it becomes a shorter leverage here. There will be definitely less pressure on your back or on your knees. You'd better work on your hip mobility to keep your knees wide open at the sit-up position. How to do that? Easy. more frog position stretch. And the second one is, if you keep the sacrum way too low, if you have a very strong core, you can stand up in this position. Unfortunately, the bar gonna to scratch your shin. Stand up. Okay, this is gonna put very huge pressure on your knees. Yet, if you don't have very good core, what you're gonna do is, like we've seen very often in Olympic weightlifting, you're gonna raise up your butt first to let the knees get away from the way, okay, and then pulling up. Look, where the bar gonna hang? The bar gonna hang on your shoulders. And in this position, there is no way you can do full extension. The only thing you can do here is to throw in the bar away. That's what's gonna happen. So sometimes you cannot do full extension. It's not because you cannot do it. It's because you have very bad sit-up position here. There are two keys for you to have a better sit-up position. Number one, get your knees wide. Probably get your toes a little wide. You need to find the best stance for your anatomy. And the second one is you're gonna shift your butt weight high, low, to make sure the bar is not hanging on your lower back. The bar is not hanging on your shoulder. The bar is hanging tightly on the sacrum. Only in this position, eyes forward, you can do a very pretty full extension here. Go. The sacrum's role in Olympic weightlifting is pivotal. It's not just about the muscle strength or the technical prowess. It's about harnessing the biomechanical efficiently. No matter if you're a lifter or a coach, understanding the sacrum's role in the lifting movements and also knowing how to position your sacrum is going to help you make your lifts more effective and also reduce the injury risks. So it's a journey of not just lifting weight, but also mastering the biomechanics in helping you to have a better performance. Train like a human before you train like an athlete.